Welcome back, everyone. My name is Jean. So today we're going to do an updated video on the precision glue gun press. Glue press gun, whatever. The precision glue press. I want to keep adding gun in there all the time because all right, so what you get with it is you get the stand, you get the little glue holder, gun, whatever. You get 2 bottles of the glue, and they give you a bottle of their Nuvo glue. And that one has the finer tip on. Then they give you a blank bottle, which it has labels on both sides. I took the label off to show you how easy they are. I'll show you on this one. They come off really, really easy. But for now, I left the back one on just so I could write art glitter glue on the back until I get I'm out of labels. And I will label my bottles myself then. But so if you don't like the labels, or when you use all that up, you don't want the label off, they peel off really, really easy, which I was really happy about. One thing I don't like is when I can't get labels off, and they come off really, really nice. Okay. As far as Nuvo glue goes itself, I see no difference with it than my other glues. So I was happy with the glue itself. So here's the 2 different size nozzles, if you can see the difference. I use the fine one more often than I use this one because it gives me plenty of glue. So that one doesn't get used quite as much. But here's what I think about this glue gun. I've been using it for about a month now. I'm enjoying it. I think it works quite well. I'll give you a couple tips. Now, when you leave it in the base, it's supposed to secure around the nozzle. Not a problem. I haven't noticed any leakage, not even from the big one. I'll get like a little bitty buildup on the big one, but then I just popped it off. But I haven't had any where it ran right out. Not a problem. I glue pretty much every day, and I had no problems with the tips clogging up. I put them on the base just like this, leave it for the next day. I'm back, ready to go. Not a problem. Where I did have the problem is I tested it and let it sit for about a week, open like that. Then the nozzle did clog up, so you have to clean it out with a pin, put it in some hot soapy water, so I had to do that on both of them, clean them up. If you're not someone who crafts every day, just take it back like this, put your little lid on, and just leave it sit like that then instead. So that's one thing I have noticed. If you don't craft every day, it will clog up on you. And I've been using this one, and it's coming out just fine. And I will show you the other nozzle. I will link the video for my unboxing one for you guys so you can see if you haven't seen it. And I'll kind of show you the difference in the nozzles. You do not need to push very hard at all. Look how much comes out. So that's why I tend not to use that one unless I had doing a project where I need a lot of glue, because that's more glue than you need. Remember, the more glue you put on, that's when you're going to have problems with wrinkles and stuff like that. See the difference in the glue? You don't need the big puddles like that. I just take my glue and basically I just scratch it on. That's probably about how much I use. I just scratch it on. So that's all you need. Now, as far as you guys know, now I'm not a doctor. I'm not promoting that this is perfect for people with RA problems or arthritis or any other kind of hand problems. Me, as an RA, someone who has had RA for 15 years now, this has been working great for me. You do not need to press very hard to get it out. Your glue is always ready for you, upside down. It's always ready for you. You just pick it up and, glue, no problem. I haven't had any strength problems with it. The bottle itself, if you ever want to use just a Nuvo without the gun, the bottle itself is really easy to push. Same with you guys have seen me use my Sugar Bell ones. My Sugar Bell, I always call it sweet. These are really, really easy to push, the Sugar Bell ones. I'll give you guys a link to these. I do use these. It's got a little bit bigger nozzle on. I do like the nozzle on that one, but this one works too. So I do use those. But even with their cap, like you can get the little caps for these, I have problems with the nozzle. See how much buildup you get there after a while? You just pull all that off. I still keep a pin in it and keep it like that. I still keep a pin. This one you do not have to, so no problems with it. So as far as using it for any kind of RA issues or anything like that, for me, it is working well. I am going to get myself another one so that I have one I can use for the big nozzle. So I have them both ready if I'm using a project. Sometimes I do intermix my tips. So sometimes for parts of my project, I might want the bigger tip. Sometimes I want the thinner tip. So I am planning on getting myself another one. So I have two. I have, like I said, I'll use up the Nuvo, but I got one that's got art glitter glue in, and then I have another one that has the Barely Art glue in, because I bought an extra pack of the bottles. They do sell the bottles and everything. So this was $34.99 for this. And you got all this plus the 2 bottles. So that I thought was a pretty good price. And like I said, for me, it's been working fine. But just so you know, it can clog up. If you're not using it on a regular basis, it can clog up. So, you know, I always want to be honest with you guys. I'm not promoted. I'm not sponsored at all by this company. Not at all. But if I'm going to bring you guys a product, if I'm going to use a product, I'm going to give you my honest opinion. And there's many things in the past that I have gotten rid of because I didn't like. But this, I like. If you're someone I showed in the video before, if you're someone that likes to put your glue on the bottom, you will have to go on a slight angle. Because if you go like this, your handle kind of gets in the way. So I just go on a slight angle. If you're someone that holds up, not a big deal. You know, I just kind of, and I just, you know, go around my card and just kind of scratch it on. You don't need a lot of glue. Whatever glue you guys are using on paper, you don't need a lot of it, you know. So now again, like if you don't craft, just leave it like this. And there's sometimes when I know I'm not crafting for maybe a couple days, and I'll store it like this, you know, because I'm not using it, so I won't take the chance of it clogging up. But I just wanted to bring you guys an update and tell you that from my experience, I am loving this glue press. It will clog if you don't use it on a regular basis, but it was not hard to clean. Just get yourself a stick pin. And I soaked it in hot water for a while, and then in hot soapy water for a while. And then I just used a stick pin and got anything that was stuck in there, and it was fine. It didn't take me that long to do that. As far as the Nuvo glue itself, no problems with their glue. So if you want to continue using their glue, you can just buy their glue. But you know, I'm so used to my art glitter and Barely Arts, that's what I prefer using. If you guys have any more questions that I didn't answer, I mean, I know I've been getting questions for people with hand problems. You know, that's the question I've been getting a lot, and I wanted to just address that. Like I said, I'm not a doctor, but for me, it doesn't take hardly much. And I'm probably about, this one you can see, I'm down about 3/4. And this one I think is about 3/4. The one upstairs I should have brought was about half a bottle. And you might have to squeeze a little bit harder when you get down a little bit, but it was no big deal. So I didn't see any issues with using it so far. And I've been using it for a month now. If you guys have any other questions, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them. And I will put links into where you can find it. They've been selling out really fast, though, because I have been wanting another one. And May sells out almost every time she gets some in. Scrapbook.com. I'm on a notification for them. You can get it right from them, but I haven't checked lately if my sweet petunia is sold out or not. But just be patient, and you know, I have one. I'm going to get another one later on. It would be really nice, sweet petunia, if you're listening to me, to have an all pink one. I'll take an all pink one. Okay, that would be my only complaint, guys. I'd like a pink one. How about that? Okay, guys. I hope everyone who's using this and got this, leave a comment below. Let me know how you're liking it. Everybody else, I suggest it. I mean, I think it's working great for me. For you know, some days are worse with my RA, and most of my RA problems are in my hands, my fingers and my hands. And I've been having no problems with it. All right, guys. Any questions, leave them below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.